Have you ever wondered how many myths and misconceptions surround the LGBTQ+ community? Let's dive into this often misunderstood topic. It's essential to understand and respect the diversity and vibrancy of the LGBTQ+ community. This video aims to debunk some of the most popular myths, shedding light on the realities that are often shrouded in misinformation. We invite you to open your mind, challenge your preconceived notions, and join us on this enlightening journey. So, are you ready to challenge your preconceived notions and learn some truths? Myth number 1. Being LGBTQ+ is a choice. Let's delve into this. The idea that one's sexuality or gender identity can be chosen is a pervasive myth that has been debunked by countless scientific studies. It's not about picking a team or deciding on a whim. It's about being true to oneself. Researchers have found that both genetics and environment contribute to the development of one's sexual orientation and gender identity. In other words, being LGBTQ+ is not something one decides to be. It's something one inherently is. It's about understanding and accepting who you are at your core. Moreover, many LGBTQ+ individuals have expressed that they knew from a very young age, often before they even had the language to express it, that they were different in some way. They didn't choose to feel this way. It was simply a part of their identity. So it's clear that being LGBTQ+ isn't a choice. It's simply part of who a person is. Moving on to myth number 2, LGBTQ+ individuals can be cured or changed. This myth is a harmful misconception rooted in ignorance and prejudice. It's important to understand that being LGBTQ+ is not a disease, an illness, or a disorder. It's not something that needs to be cured or changed. This brings us to the discredited practice of conversion therapy. Conversion therapy is a set of dangerous and debunked practices that falsely claim to change a person's sexual orientation or gender identity. Not only is it ineffective, but it can also lead to depression, anxiety, and even suicide. Major medical and psychological institutions worldwide, from the World Health Organization to the American Psychiatric Association, have denounced conversion therapy, stating that it has no scientific basis and can cause serious harm. As we can see, the idea of curing someone's sexual orientation or gender identity is not only false, but harmful. The third myth we're tackling is that all LGBTQ+ people lead similar lives. This is a misconception that can be easily debunked by understanding the sheer diversity within the LGBTQ+ community. The acronym itself, LGBTQ+, represents a spectrum of identities, including lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and many others. Each of these identities is unique and carries its own experiences and perspectives. Just as no two heterosexual people lead the same life, no two individuals within the LGBTQ+ community lead identical lives either. Factors such as cultural background, socioeconomic status, geographical location, personal beliefs, and importantly, individual personality traits all contribute to the rich tapestry of experiences within this community. Just as we respect the variety of lives led by people who identify as heterosexual, we must also appreciate the diversity within the LGBTQ+ community. Each person's journey is unique, their experiences individual. So, it's important to recognize and respect the diversity within the LGBTQ+ community. Moving on to our fourth myth, the notion that LGBTQ+ people are confused. This misconception is often rooted in a lack of understanding about sexual orientation and gender identity. The truth is, being LGBTQ+ is not about being confused. It's about understanding one's true self and identity. Many LGBTQ+ individuals have a clear and firm understanding of their identity from a young age, sometimes even more so than their heterosexual counterparts. This is because they have had to confront and understand their identity in a society that often assumes heterosexuality and cisgender identities as the norm. It's not about confusion, it's about self-realization, acceptance, and often courage. So let's make it clear. Being LGBTQ+ isn't about confusion. It's about embracing, understanding, and living one's truth. It's a journey of self-discovery and acceptance that should be respected, not stigmatized. Let's move on to our fifth myth. The idea that transgender people are just extreme gay or lesbian individuals. This myth is particularly harmful as it conflates sexual orientation with gender identity, which are two distinct aspects of a person's identity. Sexual orientation is about who you're attracted to, while gender identity is about who you are. Transgender people can be straight, gay, lesbian, bisexual, or asexual. Their gender identity does not dictate their sexual orientation. It's crucial to understand and respect this difference. Just as being gay or lesbian is about one's sexual orientation, being transgender is about one's gender identity. It's not about being an extreme version of anything, but about being true to oneself. So let's make it clear. Being transgender is not about being an extreme gay or lesbian individual. It's about recognizing, accepting, and living one's gender identity. It's about authenticity and self-acceptance, not extremity. We've debunked some common myths about the LGBTQ+ community, but there's still much more to learn. Firstly, we clarified that being LGBTQ+ isn't a choice, but an innate identity. Secondly, we dismissed the myth that LGBTQ+ individuals can be cured. Lastly, we asserted that the LGBTQ+ community, like any other, is diverse and rich in experiences. Education is crucial in breaking down barriers and misconceptions. Thanks for joining us on this journey of learning and discovery. If you found this informative and want to learn more, please do subscribe to our channel. Your support will help us continue to create more enlightening content. Remember, knowledge is power, and your subscription can make a big difference.